Good afternoon, children. Welcome you all to the science video section standard 5. To continue the lesson 3, air. Today we are going to discuss about airborne disease. Airborne disease is a disease that spread through air. They are diseases which are caused by microorganisms and communicate through air. Microorganism means we are not able to see in our naked eye. That bacterium, there is bacteria, fungi, virus. These are microorganisms. When we breathe in air, there are changes for the microorganism present in the air to get into our body. The microorganism which causes airborne disease are bacteria, virus, fungi. The airborne disease is chickenpox, common cold, TB, then diphtheria. These are some example of airborne disease. Children, do you know what is airborne disease? An airborne disease can be any disease born from air or getting transmitted through air by various pathogens, droplets and other harmful particles dissolved in the air. This is called airborne disease. Now we see the common symptoms of airborne disease: cold and cough, fever, weight loss, redness of eye, chest pain, bleeding spot, shortness of breath, sore throat. These are the symptoms of airborne disease. Airborne disease mostly affect the respiratory tract, nose and throat. Now, next we learn type of airborne disease. The airborne disease are three types: airborne bacterial disease, airborne viral disease, airborne fungal disease. Let us learn about some of the airborne disease here. First we discuss disease caused by bacteria. The bacteria, diphtheria, humming cough, TB, tuberculosis. They are caused by bacteria, bacterial airborne disease. Now let us see one by one. First, diphtheria. Diphtheria caused by bacteria. The bacteria name Corynebacterium diphtheriae. Corynebacterium diphtheriae. They affected the throat. They mostly affected upper respiratory tract. They in the tract of the throat they change pale blue skin. When the diphtheria affected in your body, the throat will be changed pale blue skin like this. This is a picture of diphtheria affected person. So this way the throat will be changed. What are the symptoms? Now we discuss symptoms of diphtheria. Signs and symptoms usually begin 2 to 5 days after a person becomes infected. The first symptom is sore throat and hoarseness in the throat. Then painful swallowing. Then swollen gland in your neck, enlarged. The leg will be enlarged. This is the symptoms of diphtheria. Next, how they transmission to other person. How to spread. The person-to-person transmission occurs through oral or respiratory droplet. Close physical contact with that person we affected by disease. How to prevent? Now we see how to prevent. Prevention. Diphtheria is easily prevented with the uses of safe and effective vaccine. Most people receive their first vaccination for the disease as children. This is known as DTP vaccine. Diphtheria tetanus paralysis. Okay, these are the prevention of diphtheria. Next bacterial disease, whooping cough. Whooping cough is caused by an infection by a bacteria known as Bordetella paratis. Bordetella paratis bacterium. The bacteria attack to the line of airway in the upper respiratory tract. The bacteria will enter through the nose to directly through to the throat to attack lungs. It's the upper respiratory system. Why we call this whooping cough means we are affected by whooping cough. When we coughing, that time the whoop sound is created. That person create whoop sound. So only we call this is a whooping cough. Now we see this at first whooping cough has same symptom as the average cold. Now we see the symptoms of whooping cough. First, mild coughing, sneezing, running nose, the cough turn into hot smell that ends with a whooping sound. This is the symptom of whooping cough. How to prevent this whooping cough means we consult the doctor. We take the common medicine for cough and take common cough home remedies like black pepper we take. This is the common prevention of whooping cough. Then when we are infected the whooping cough, our face will be turned into red or purple. After we take the medicine, the home remedies, 7 to 10 days the disease will be cured. Whooping cough will be cured. Next we see the TB, tuberculosis. The tuberculosis caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Mycobacterium tuberculosis, they mostly affected the lungs. The first this disease affected the lungs only. So we are not able to breathe properly. Now we see the symptom of TB. Long cough, hemoptysis, chest pain, fever, weight loss, night sweat. These are the symptoms of tuberculosis, TB. Okay, these are the symptoms. Next, how is TB spread? The bacteria that causes TB is spread from an infected person to an uninfected person through the air when the presence, laugh, talk, cough, sing, spit and sneeze. This way the tuberculosis spread to other person. In the world, we compare the other diseases like HIV and malaria. The tuberculosis affected person is more. Nowadays the tuberculosis is curable disease because they introduced the treatment drug, anti-tubercular drug for 6 to 1 year. We take this drug, the tuberculosis will cured. Okay, this is the way to treat the tuberculosis. When we infected tuberculosis, after 6 months to 1 year, we take anti-tubercular drugs. We take regularly. Means the tuberculosis will be cured. Okay, let's quickly recall this section. In this section, we studied three types of disease: bacterial disease, airborne bacterial disease, tuberculosis, diphtheria, whooping cough. Tuberculosis caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis, diphtheria caused by Corynebacterium diphtheria, whooping cough caused by Bordetella paratis. We study this section. Children, I hope that you understood this section. Thank you. Have a nice day.